Well, good morning, folks. It's about 6:30 here. We got up early. We've got a lot of gardening stuff to do today, but got a request last night from my friends up in Saskatchewan, up to Cow Emporium. They wanted to know what to do with these black-eyed peas. Well, I'm gonna make a real short video. You can go back and look. I canned some purple hull peas. We're going to can these, pressure can them this morning, and these have been washed 3 times to get all your stems and all that kind of stuff out of them. And what we're going to do, I'll show you the process here in just a second, but what we're going to do is we're going to put them in jars and we're going to pressure can them. You know, people mostly, uh-oh, there's a stem right there. See, you never get it all. And let me give you a little tip. If you'll put these in the sink, a lot of these stems and stuff will float to the top, but it's just like buying a can of beans off the shelf at the store. You're always going to get a little stem or something. But there's a piece of grass. See, you go through, you never get it all. But anyway, if you'll put these in the sink, the stems and the trash will usually float to the top of your beans, and that they're easy to pick out that way. But these are washed 3 times. We've got our All-American canner, the big one. I think there's probably going to be about 12 pints of black-eyed peas. We're going to get this up to boiling. We've got a pot over here boiling for water to put in our jars, and we've got our jars in the oven at 275, heating up, because you don't want to put hot liquid in a cold jar, it'll bust. But when I start loading these up, I'll bring you back and show you that process. All right, we got our water boiling, our pressure canners boiling, our water. We got boiling water over here on the stove. We're going to take some jars out. These are hot. These have been in the oven at 275. I'm just going to take 3 or 4 out to kind of show you real quick. Take our funnel. We're going to take those nice clean peas. And here's a tip. You do not want to fill these jars completely up. Let me show you something that I forgot. Here's some purple hulls that I did earlier in the year and earlier this summer. And you can see I put too many peas in there. They're fine, they'll work okay. But you got to remember that they're going to swell up when you put them in there. So don't fill your jar completely full. I promise I've washed my hands. And by the time these pressure can, they look green now, but they're not going to be. They'll be cooked, and this will be. You can take these off the shelf, put them in a pan, heat them up, and it'll be just like buying a can of beans off the shelf, only better. I gotta go get some salt. Sorry about that. Thought I had everything out. To each one of these, you want to add a half a tablespoon or teaspoon of salt. You can leave the salt out if you like. It's up to you. But that salt, it helps in the preservation of your food. All right. Now we want to take our ladle. I like to fill them up right to the bottom of the where the band goes. We're not big salt eaters around here. I know some people would probably put more in, but we just don't eat that much salt. Alright. Let's put our lids and our bands on. We're going to try something. I've been watching a few homesteaders, and they've been reusing their lids because lids are getting hard to come by. I'm going to try it with these and see how it works. You want to take a paper towel. I like to use a little vinegar. You go around the tops. Don't forget, these jars are hot. And we're going to try our previously used lids. I know the lady over at Whippoorwill Hollow, she reuses hers, and she says she's never had a problem. Those look like they're in pretty good shape, so we're going to give it a shot. We're just going to hand tighten these. Don't have to squeeze them down. I might have to check that one. Yeah, I see we got a little on there. Better safe than sorry. Wash that lid off. Dry it. Try it again. Alright. That's our process. Into the All-American canner they go. Pints processed for 30 minutes. So when I get it all loaded, I'll show you that, and then we'll process them. Here's something I like about my All-American canner. I've got 13 pints in there, and you can double stack with these. We're going to get the lid on it. We're going to bring it up to 10 pounds of pressure, and we're going to process it for 30 minutes. For pints, 45 for quarts. But we got pints, so 30 minutes. Alright. We process them for 30 minutes. Some of them's already sealed. You can see they're still getting ready to seal. A few lids have already popped. So, for my friends up in Canada at the Cow Emporium, this video's for you. If you hadn't checked out their channel, you ought to go check them out. Man, they have some neat stuff up there. Old Glenn, he can fix anything. And they do a little bit different gardening up there. They're in a different environment, a different climate than we are. And they got a short growing season, and it's pretty interesting. Go check them out, the Cow Emporium. You'll enjoy it. Thank y'all for watching. See you next go around.